Brakti Hawa, Brakti Hawshai, Brakti Hawa, Brakti Hawshai, Brakti Hawa, Brakti Hawshai, Bahashim Rakha Qudash. Kal Halalim La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakha Qudash. Shalom to the 144,000, whoever they are, across the four corners of the earth. And Shalom to the elders, apostles, bishops of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the prophets of that body, as well as the affiliate camps. Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Elohai Noah Bahashem Yahushai Bahashem Rakakurash. There's a saying, right, that William Shakespeare, the Israelite, who is a so-called black man, all the world's a stage. All the world's a stage. All right. Basically, the powers that be stage things how they want things to happen. They pre-choose from the get-go. Like a lot of me personally, I believe a lot of these entertainers, your Jada Pinkett's, your Tupac's, uh, P Diddy's or whatever, Q-Tip. If you look at it, a lot of them went to performing arts schools. They know where the talent is. They know where the talent comes from. So they use them, chosen from the beginning. Maybe they were bought as children at a price by their families, from their families, because Jake is being sold still to this day. Or maybe their families are, part of certain covens, the so-called black elites, if you want to look at it that way. I don't know. But the whole world is a stage. They give you Kamala Harris, and a lot of you assume, especially you Israelites, so-called black people, you so-called Negroes, you so-called West Indians, you so-called Haitians that were raised in the States, look at her and see a so-called black woman. All right? Her mother is East Indian, but you are wherever your father is. So she gets a little melanin from there, certain features from her paternal side, which are, okay? Now, her father looks like an East Indian as well, but his family line goes back to Amalek. All right? Um Bishop Taz brought that out. Um Bishop Tazawan, and I was listening to him. I was watching Jacob Barak, the channel with the elder bishops, and it kind of makes sense because she was doing Jake in left, right, and center, and she's Amalek. She descends from small hatters, but she goes in disguise. One minute she's pandering to this East Indians. Oh, Kamala, Kamala, Kamala. They think that, yeah, we got ourselves a Hindu goddess because Kamala means some kind of Hindu goddess as well. That's a Hindu goddess name, right? And the so-called black people know that it's been brought out that she's so-called East Indian, right? Because they look at the father, they look at the mother, they both look melanated. But if you go back on her paternal side, she comes from Amalek, okay? Certain slave owners in the West Indies, all right? And now she's also married to an Amalekite. Is this Amalek? This is basically Amalek trying to get their color back, too, if you want to look at it that way as well. That's a brown skinned Amalekite woman. And obviously she married an Amalekite. So obviously if they got any children, I don't know about that too much. They're trying to get their color back. Amalek trying to get their color back. But either way, she's a heathen. That's why she was locking up Jake for the most stupidest reasons. Yeah, there's two-third Jakes out there, right? You ninjas that deserve locking up, right? But that's why she was doing in you Israelites the way she was. And Trump is just a demon. Whoever wins out of them, right? America's still going to be destroyed. The Charagma, the CHIP, Revelation 13:16, still going to come into effect. Revelation 11:14, World War III, still going to happen. Either way, the world is a stage, and it's just there just to pander to certain people that have their beliefs in America and want America to go on. Okay? You got Kamala Harris. All right, she's got the let's just say the melanated vote. All right, so she's got the East Indians that actually believe that she's Indian. She's got maybe even the Ish people, the 1948s, maybe possibly pandering to her, or sorry, gravitating towards her, right? And then you got the so-called black people. For some reason, they're oblivious to the fact that it has been brought out that to the world she is so-called East Indian, because people go by color in America and around the world. They don't go by the seed line of what you are. She is not an Israelite. The same way Obama, people believe that that's a so-called black man. Obama's just a faggot, okay? He's a Hamite. But what happened was he was chosen from the beginning. So what they did was they got an ugly ass Hamite, Obama's dad, and he had a child with an Edomite woman. So they had to get like a sort of a so-called they had to get a Judite Negro look. So they used an ugly. So they used a dark skinned Hamite. He was too ugly too, because if they gave a pure Hamite, that Hamite wouldn't look like a Negro. So they said, okay, you're ugly ass Hamite to Obama's dad, right? Before Obama was born. Okay, now for you to have a baby that looks like a Negro, you got to have a child with a white woman. So the man looks like a so-called Negro, and Obama did pass for a Negro, a so-called and he was trained by a so-called black man from Chicago. I don't recollect his name. Oh my days! Bishop Taz mentioned what movie it was as well. Um, Anyway, Obama was trained how to walk and talk, do the Jake handshakes, how to act like a so-called black man, because the heathens don't have no soul or spirit the way we Israelites do. All right, even an Israelite foreigner, you can see a soul and spirit in them because they descend from, Israelites descend from the loins of an Israelite man. All right, she tries to, say that she eats certain types of foods. She listens to Tupac. What does that fucking mean? Everybody listens to Tupac. Hip hop is the very, $1 billion business. Everybody buys that, especially the retro stuff, right? And Trump is a heathen, full stop. He's probably, he portrays to be a wasp, but he's more than likely an Amalekite as well. All the people at the top in these high positions are all Amalekites. You know what I mean? And a lot of them change their last names and to hide themselves. Okay, but the fact of the matter is, okay, people actually believe the news. People actually believe the news, which is, there's a lot of artificial intelligence involved, a lot of AI, a lot of voiceovers. They even use replicas of, not replicas, stand-ins of Biden. You know, that motherfucker went to apologize about the atrocities on the tribe of Gad, the so-called Native Americans. That wasn't Biden. They have lookalikes. All right. So the world is a stage. Okay. Wait till hell, because a lot of you Jakes out there, you niggas for Trump, and you so-called black women that want to see a woman in power who rules the world. No, sorry, who was it? What is it? What do you go? What do you women say? Girls rule the world and all that. Black girls rock and shit. That's why you're getting the vote. You're not voting for her, not knowing America's going to be destroyed. Okay, you actually believe in the dollar, all right? I actually had an Israelite woman from New York hit me up on Twitter trying to sell a Bitcoin. Okay, and I thought to myself, cool, I can, maybe it's a day job, but then again, she said that it's a private business of hers. So a lot of people actually believe in this world, man. They think America's gonna go on forever. It's like Sakari and them, in certain of the camps like RUIC, they think America's gonna go on forever. They just want to be Israelites in America, getting blessed and having their little bit of their so-called kingdom in the corner of where they live in some nice suburb or whatever. Okay, when America's gonna be destroyed. So you got two-third Jakes that believe, two-third Israelite Jakes that believe in this bullshit because they want America to go on. And then you got two-third Jakes, Israelites, that want America to go on and are so heavily involved in politics, not knowing that these people are always chosen. The voting doesn't count. Voting just basically lets the powers that be know where people, what people, who people are voting for, and what particular reason, so they can go into your mind to see where are your thought processes. But either way, America's fucked. Okay? All right? Sooner rather than later. All right? She's an Amalekite, he's an Amalekite. They're both crackers. Okay? All right? Okay? She's a demon anyway, man. Let's go into the definition of a name, man. Oh, that's not it. I was trying to find what was a name? I'm trying to find a definition of a name, man. There was like a damn, where is it? I had it somewhere here. Oh, I didn't delete it, did I? That's the images. Let me go in here again, man. Should come up here. There's various meanings to this, right? Okay, let's go to Kamala. Kamala. I said camel. Camel. Kamala. See, different names mean different things in different cultures, but Kamala is an Eastern name, right? Uh, damn it. One second. Let's go to Google. I'm using Microsoft Bing as a search engine. I think Google gives you a little bit more. A little bit more information. Let's see what they're saying here. That's a Moroccan flag. All right. Let's see where is he from. Where is he from? Oh no, that's not. Sobra. Oh, goose. I don't know. It was a Moroccan flag. Oh, regardless. In Arabic, Kamala means perfection. In Persian, Kamala means beauty. In Kazakhstan, Kamala means rampart. In Azeri, Kamala means competent. In Sanskrit, Kamala means lotus. Okay. In America, Kamala means POTUS. What the hell? One second, man. Where was that definition? Salakia for this. In Galatian, Kamala means with the evil one. Okay? So basically, she's a perfect evil lotus or a perfect evil one. What country did the name Kamala originate from? Loosely translated, Kamala derives from Kamila, meaning one who is unable to stop cackling like a crazed hyena. In Galatian, it means with evil one. They choose names for a reason. Okay, all right. Let's see who the goddess Kamala is. That's who she is. Look at that, with various limbs. I mean, does that even look holy to you? Demonic. Kamala is the 10th of the 10 Mahavidya goddesses. Goddess Kamala is considered the most supreme form of the goddess who is in the fullness of her graceful aspect. She is not only compared with goddess Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the goddess of money, but also considered to be the goddess, excuse me, she's also known she's also known as a tantric Lakshmi. The goddess in the form of Kamala bestows prosperity, wealth, fertility, and crops and good luck. Hence, she is Devi. That's where you get the term diva from, diva, Devi. Hence, she is a Devi of both Dhan and Dhanya, money and prosperity, wealth and grains. And the term Hindu, right, in Arabic language means thief, by the way. All right, because in the Bhagavad Gita, there's no term Hindu. There's only Brahma, uh, Kshatriya, which means warrior. A Brahman is the priestly class. Kshatriya is a warrior caste. They got goldsmith. They got different tribes, different castes. The term Hindu just means thief or black thief. All right. Let's see where Esau even gets a swastika from Hinduism. Goddess Kamala Yantra. Look at that. You got the six. You got that shield. You got the hexagon, the six-pointed star within that. See, there's all sorts of deep rooted reasons why they choose these specific names, man. Because these names, okay, Kamala Harris is being called Jezebel. A biblical expert explains why it's a menacing slur. All right, she's just basically evil, an evil embodiment. All right, what's tantric? What is tantric? Tantric meaning. Tantric sex encourages people to get to know their own bodies and become in tune with them. See, it's all around evil, sex. Um, this all goes around evil, and tantric sex. All right, and she's the first one, basically pushing that ill nana vibe. You know, basically having sex, but then she's also the same one that pushes abortion clinics, doesn't she? And then you got Trump. Okay, just going into the meaning of these names. Why Trump? A Trump card, right? The term Trump card, an advantage that makes you more likely to succeed than other people, especially something that other people do not know about. See, if Kamala wins, which is about, when is it? 4th of November is next week. If Kamala wins, the crackers are going to go buck wild. Now, if Trump wins, all right, okay, the crackers probably still will go buck wild because they'll feel, the way Mike, the way Jake's thought, the way Israelites thought that when Obama won in 2008, oh yeah, we got a so-called black president. I feel I can do anything, and you know how bold these crackers are, thinking that America's their country. If Trump wins, they might even go a little bit further for him, saying, "Yeah, we got ourselves our what's the word? Our white so-called white champion, our what's that movie, man, with James Earl Jones, the white what's that movie, man? James Earl Jones, white. What's that movie, man? White. The Great White. Oh yeah, the Great White Hope. Yeah, that's it. The Great White Hope. They think that with Trump, they got their Great White Hope. you know. So it's like basically the races are sort of like going against each other. You've already seen online, where they don't consider their kings or princes anymore. You know, you know, love is waxing cold. Paraphrasing another scripture. You got Edomites going against each other because someone's so and so is uh, trashing a Trump poster, or some kind of you know um, campaign. The things that they use to campaign. All those cardboard literature type. All those cardboard stands and things like that. You know. Then you got people supporting, swearing at, or literally, sending saying so-called swear words or curse words, as they say in America, against what's the name again? Salakis. Uh, it's been a crazy day. Kamala Harris. Because they don't care about who, about their. There's you would never see this happen in the 50s. These people would respect whoever was coming into office. And now it's a woman, you know, is still, I mean, after since Hillary, she's probably the second woman that's running. Yeah, that's it. And she's a woman of color, first woman of color. So obviously, with all these race situations being played, all these flash robberies, which are usually probably organized online, all these so-called things that these illegals are doing, they're amplifying the race war as well. So if Kamala wins, it's gonna be something's gonna pop off, right? Now, if Trump wins, the crackers might feel bold enough to, because they got their great white hope, and especially with gun laws being, uh, and, certain laws being taken away where you can't walk around strapped up. If those laws, come into more scrutiny and really go hardcore, a lot of people ain't not going to give up their guns, no matter who wins. All right, and I believe Trump is sort of, from my knowledge, fighting for people to have the freedom to roll with a strap. And so, either way, America is fucked. It all depends how Yahweh Shemashah orchestrates this, because man's got things of the Lord, then how can a man understand his own ways? Paraphrasing another scripture there, right? But for you Israelites, right? Okay, you just basically trust in oppression. You can't see past this kingdom. You can't ever even imagine someone looking like you, especially the Messiah ruling in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemashai. You think America is going to be here forever. You think that there's going to be, there's always going to be a New York. There's always going to be a Los Angeles. You bug out Jakes are going to walk around with nail polish. We're here another 10 years, you guys will literally swap. I mean, genders are already being swapped. You Israelite women are walking around like men, with braids like men and do-rags and, you know, acting like men, grabbing your crotches when you don't have nothing there to grab. And you Jakes out there with your long dreads, or, dyed or blonde and all that shit, with your extra medium jeans, walking around, with your bird chest like a bunch of bitches, you know? You just trust in oppression. You you don't even get offended. You just trust in oppression. All you're worried about is your block, your hood. That's your world, you know? But you're in a world within a world. You better wake up, all you gangster jakes out there, because Esau's gonna roll. You know what I mean? Esau's gonna roll. But a lot of you two-third jakes that have sold out. Listen, money is a defense. Nothing wrong with having money if you lawfully earn it and the Lord Yahweh Shemashah has blessed you. If the Lord Yahweh Shemashah has blessed you, you don't have to give it all away. We know that you got bills to pay. You want to maintain a certain lifestyle where you and your family are okay. But if you can help a brother out, whoever, let's just say, you don't. No one's going to ask you, but if the Spirit's on you, say, you know what? Let me, let me send something over. You should do that. Especially if you're compelled and you know they're the men of the Lord, whoever they are. You know. But a lot of you like to really show what you have. And I don't see the point of that. If somebody sees what you have, they're going to see you in real time when you're doing it. Whether they see you something driving something, or they drive past your house and they see you coming out the driveway or whatever, or the gates opening. Cool, but you don't have to put it on camera, man. Just a lot of you jakes just trust in oppression. You trust in these pound sterling. You trust in pound sterling, the euro, the dollar. You trust. That's what you trust in. Not, and it's going to crash unless you believe. The Lord Yahweh Shemashah has put a demonic spirit on you, where you actually believe that it's not going to happen. You think America's going to go on forever. I heard a guy. I made a video on this a while back. There was a guy at Sakari camp, right, teaching so-called black woman about what the Messiah looks like. And he said out of his own mouth, do you want your children in 20 to 30 years' time actually believe that the Messiah is a so-called white man? This guy actually said that America is going to still be here in 20 to 30 years' time. So a lot of you jakes think America's going to be here forever. You trust in oppression. You're used to it. You're like a bitch that's been turned out by a pimp. But the pimp is a so-called white man, and you're the bitch. You're just used to being rammed and rammed and rammed and rammed. You're just used to it. And in between ramming sessions, you catch your winks wherever you can. You catch your a little bit of pleasures where you can, where you trust in the so-called worldly riches that you have. But some of you have taken the bag as well, and you push fake news, especially with regards to the scriptures and and certain men of the Lord. Psalm 62:10. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. All right, because even King Solomon had everything, right? But he said, you know, it's all vanity. It's not the kingdom. King Solomon was comely, tall, swole. He had all the women, all virgins, all fine, different nations. He was decked out in gold. He had it all, but it was still not the kingdom. Understand? A lot of you jakes got these little concrete mansions and concrete homes, and you think you're doing something. Wait till hell breaks loose. Wait till hell breaks loose. A lot of you sellout jakes are gonna find out, man. And you 2/3 jakes are definitely gonna find out. Okay, because the only 1 second, I want to go to this scripture first. Let's go to Deuteronomy 17:15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord Yahweh Shemashai thy power shall choose. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord Yahweh Shemashai thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. So you trust in oppression, and you trust in a heathen ruling over you, be it Amalekite, Elamite, whatever she is, heathenistic Kamala Harris, the demon, right? Or, the great white hope, the Trump card, cracker Trump, another Amalekite, Edomite, wherever he's an Edomite. All right, when you're supposed to have a ruler that's over you, which is supposed to be of your own race, your own rasa, as the Latin tribes would say, or as Issachar would say, your own kith and kin, your own people. And our ruler over us is supposed to be Yahweh Shai. I mean, that's why Zechariah 13:8 and 39 says that, 2/3 are going to be cut off and only 1/3 will get through. A lot of millions and millions and millions of Israelites are going to die. Some Israelites that look like Israelites, and also Israelites that don't even look like Israelites. Israelites that look like white people, East Indians, Chinese, Japanese, Polynesian. There's Israelites amongst them too. They're going to die too, if they are not of the elect. Okay? Because you guys trust in oppression. You want to put these demons over you. There's a lot of you actually, especially Edomites, so-called white man, because this is their kingdom. They're going to fight tooth and nail to hold on to it. That's why they're so gung-ho about Trump. That's why they got all these little. That's why they're strapped up and ready. They're teaching the children how to shoot. You know, they got these little. They're learning how to hunt. You know what sort of uh, leaves and roots they can eat to survive. You know, because Esau is the man of the field, so Esau is definitely training in that respect. You know, you ISUPK Jakes don't have a chance. All right, the elect amongst you do, but the rest of you don't. Number one, all of you are fat. None of you are in shape. You know, and you're trusting in the gun. Okay, but Esau's blessing is his weaponry. That's his spiritual power. We gotta rely on Yahweh Bashim Shai. You understand? Man, a lot of you Jakes are gone. Trusting in oppression, believing in these two, or in one of them. Edomites crying on camera, Trump, help us, Trump, help us. A lot of you women are so gung ho, International Women's Day or Women's Day and shit. You know, Black girls rock and, you know, who runs the world, women or girls or whatever. You lot into that, because as the scriptures say, the Lord shall have a new thing on the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And that's happened. The woman is put first. They always talk about the woman. They always make songs about the woman. You know, even that faggot Freddie Mercury, Mama, ooh, that one. The guy from Queen, that homo. Even he made a song. You know, a lot of you women worshiping. You know, weirdos out there, you simps. But either way, no matter what happens, all right, the only trump that's going to be blown or that's going to happen is pursuant to Corinthians 15:52. That's a trump that counts. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Okay? That's when the elect are going to be changed, when they're beamed up into the chariots. And a lot of the elect are going to be changed on this. We're not going to be changed. They're going to get spiritual power on this side. So they're going to be changed to a certain degree where they're going to get spiritual power and all the aches and pains are going to go away so they can do what they're going to do with the spiritual power. Yahweh Hashem is going to bless them. But no matter what happens, no matter who wins out of, where are they again? Out of this heathen or this heathen, hell's still going to break loose. The world is a stage. Okay? You watch TV every day, you watch your shows every day, you watch Love and Hip Hop and all that bullshit. All right? This is the same thing. This is all acted out. All right? They look like they're at war with each other, but they discuss. Okay, these are the lines I'm going to say. You counter it by you saying, but you say these lines, and they probably have a link up after work or after what they've done in one of their underground dens, do lines of coke and drink some Hennessy or whatever $1,000 bottle of brandy they have. You understand? Maybe having some adrenochrome too. All right, they're all clicked up, but you fools actually trust in oppression. I'm talking to you Israelites. You trust in oppression and you believe in America. What has America given you? Huh? You forget about, the suffering of our ancestors in America, the slaves, man. And in each and every captivity we've been in. You forget about that. Bygones be bygones. Why doesn't Esau say the same thing when the Arabs, when they believe the Arabs attacked the Twin Towers? Why didn't they say, "Oh, it's bygones be bygones"? You want to get your revenge then, right? Doesn't every movie have a scenario where a man gets done over, his wife and children are killed or whatever, and that man wants to get revenge, right? You think that the Lord Yahweh Hashem is going to let this go? Okay, the Lord said, "He that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye." Yahweh Hashem is going to burn America. Yahweh Hashem is going to delete 2/3 of you Israelites, okay, that are not part of the elect. All right. And you Edomites, you so-called white people, and you non-Israelite nations, you're finished. All right? The Lord's got many ways how you're going to be deleted. If you're in America, ground zero Babylon, America the final climax to America being destroyed is the 200 million warheads that are going to hit America. Because the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshai said, his sword shall be bathed in heaven. Those are the nukes that are going to go up into the atmosphere, bathing in the heavens, and come right down, you know, right down with power and ferocious intensity and destroy America in 1 hour. Then prior to that is going to be the race riots, Jacob's trouble, starvation, gangs clicking up, you know. That'll be like cordoning off little streets and towns, you know, and the weakest man there will be beaten, his wife and his daughters taken as for fun. Okay, his hoards of alcohol, water, food, especially you rich Edomites that have hoards and basements full of food and drink, you're going to get got. You think you're going to win. You Edomites are going to suffer with all these gangsters coming over. All right? And a lot of these Northern Kingdom tribes coming over, they're the same Northern Kingdom tribes. If you watch Apocalypto, those hunter types and, you know, that like to torture, they're going to come for you Edomites, man. Because this is the start of your ending, so-called white man. America is going to be destroyed. And no matter who wins, yeah, America's still going to be destroyed. Because the world is a stage. All right? You got to look into the meanings of names. Why they say what they say. You know? You've got to understand that. And this is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. All right? All right? Your cannibalism going to come into effect. And it's already started with people out of work. People can't find work. People are on LinkedIn. If you're familiar with LinkedIn, you know, posting their videos that they can't find a job. A lot of these Edomites, you know, had jobs. They got let go in June this year, and they thought, okay, they'll get something within a couple of months. They haven't. A lot of them have to like leave their apartments, moving in with their parents. This is in the UK, by the way. And how much more in America? Okay, you Edomites are in trouble. You Edomites are going to get it in as well. You're going to get a lot of Jake too, but Jake's going to ultimately win. All right. A lot of these 2/3 Israelites are going to delete a lot of you Edomites and a lot of you Edomite women and a lot of you Elamites too. You proud dot heads, you know. They're going to get you too, man. And you gooks, you know. And you hear the heathen, you all you non-Israelites. Ultimately, if you're in America and you're not an Israelite and you're not part of the elect, you're not going to make it. Okay? So no matter what happens, America is fucked. All right? Because this is just a pantomime. Just in time for you heathens who celebrate Christmas. You like to see, I don't know, what the fuck do they watch these days? Cinderella or Scrooge. This is just a pantomime. Just in time, you know, for your fucking murderous Thanksgiving, November, and then your murderous Christmas, your demonic Christmas. All right? It's in time. This is a pantomime for that. All right? All praise to Yahweh Hashem Mashai, Bashem Rakak Shalom.